Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of The Mouse Trap, originally named Three Blind Mice by Agatha Christie. This was originally written as a radio play under the title Three Blind Mice. But later on, when another play was written in the same name, the title was changed to The Mouse Trap by Agatha Christie. The story begins in darkness with the music of Three Blind Mice playing. Three Blind Mice is a famous rhyme for children, and here, after the music is played, it is followed by a radio reporting on a murder in London and an approaching snowstorm. When the lights come up, the audience sees the great hall of Monkswell Manor, which has been converted into the lounge of a guest house. Molly and Giles Ralston enter and discuss their anxieties about starting their new venture as hotel managers without much experience. They had both been out on errands, and Giles wears an overcoat that matches the vague description on the radio. Guests begin to arrive, including Christopher Wren, Mrs. Boyle, Major Metcalfe, and Miss Caswell. Christopher offers to help Molly with cooking. An unexpected guest, Mr. Parvincini, arrives. He claims his car ran into trouble in the snow. The next afternoon, after a large amount of snow has fallen, Mrs. Boyle complains as Molly does chores. Molly receives a phone call saying the police are sending one Sergeant Trotter. Molly tells everyone the police are sending someone, and Paravinci drops the fire poker and Metcalfe freezes. Sergeant Trotter arrives on skis, tapping at the window. Once he is inside, Giles helps Trotter put away his keys, and Metcalfe discovers the phone line is dead. Trotter explains that the London number investigation turned up a clue that Monkswell Manor. The murder victim was a foster parent at Longridge Farm, where three Corrigan children were abused and one died. The prime suspect is Georgie Corrigan, one of the surviving children. Trotter questions everyone, but no one admits to being connected to Longridge Farm. As Trotter tours the manor, Christopher whistles Three Blind Mice, which was also mentioned in the clues that the murderer left. Metcalfe relieves that Mrs. Boyle was a magistrate who sent the Corrigan children to Longridge Farm. When Molly tells Trotter the phone line is dead, he asks Giles to check the upstairs extension and heads outside to follow the phone line. Mrs. Boyle winds up alone in the lounge, and after she greets someone offstage, her hand reaches into the room to turn off the light. In the darkness, the audience hears George Corrigan, who is disguised as Sergeant Trotter, murders Mrs. Boyle. Act 2 begins after Mrs. Doyle's body has been moved. Everyone is in the lounge being questioned by Trotter. Giles accuses Christopher of the murder, but Molly defends him. Molly talks to Trotter alone and tries to accuse Metcalfe and Paravincini. When Trotter leaves, Christopher returns and admits privately to Molly that he is an army deserter. Giles sees them talking alone together and becomes jealous. After Christopher leaves the room, Molly confronts Giles about the newspaper, and he confronts her about a London bus ticket he found in her glove. Neither admits they were just buying an anniversary present. Trotter returns looking for his keys. He questions everyone again, and Miss Caswell admits her name is Catherine and that she is using a false last name. Without saying it out loud, Trotter, Georgie Corrigan in disguise, guesses Miss Caswell is his sister, that is Catherine Corrigan, and she also recognizes him as her brother. She starts crying and heads to her room. Trotter gathers everyone one last time, asking that they reenact their movements during Mrs. Boyle's murder. However, he has them switch places and gets Molly alone. She admits she was the Corrigan children's school teacher, but she did not receive Jimmy Corrigan's letter in time to save him. Trotter confesses he is George Corrigan and tries to kill Molly. Molly is saved by Metcalfe and Miss Caswell. The latter tells Georgie she is his sister, and he allows himself to be led upstairs by her. Giles returns and Molly tells him about her past. Metcalfe admits he was the real police all along. Giles reveals Paravinci is a watch thief. The play ends with Molly and Giles confessing that they were in London buying each other anniversary presents. Metcalf discovers Molly's pie is burning in the kitchen and the curtain falls, and here ends the play. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.